When I was in prison in 1965 and 1966, I would pick up the morning paper in my cell, and the paper would be 5 days old. People on the streets, maybe 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, 100,000 people in the streets demonstrating against the war. 250,000 were civil rights in Washington, D.C. But I didn't hear a voice for Native people. And I thought I wanted to be part. When I get out of prison, I want to be part of a movement that's going to address some concerns. And when I got out in 1968, I went knocking door to door. And this is how the American Indian movement was formed, because of police brutality, bad brutality in Minneapolis at that time. The high unemployment rate that was facing us, the slum conditions where we had to live, and the government's failure to honor the many treaties that have been signed in this country with Native people. This country, I always hear comments about, well, didn't the government give you a reservation land to live on? We did not receive land from anybody. Land was already ours.
David, Dennis, and myself, there's one big difference. And it's not only skin color, but it's also they did prison time and I never did. It's for being a white kid, and I got through it pretty damn easy.
These are issues of race and class that the left didn't deal with.
For what we did at Wounded Knee, took a stand. I was dragged into jail and a trial in court in St. Paul, Minnesota. And they started reading these indictments off. I'm charged with this and that. I'm charged with this and that. And I was facing 250 years in prison, plus a life sentence. Plus a life sentence. I used to joke around with Clyde Belcourt. I said, geez, Clyde, I don't know what we'll do first. I might do the life sentence first, and then I'll start out on my 250 years.
1965, the United States attacked Vietnam, just like the United States attacked Iraq. Same deal, same lies, same everything.
This is not Bush country. This belongs to us.
I joined the anti-war movement.
I said there are major and minor dangers in America, and it is not 10,000 miles away. We were not involved in an anti-war movement because we were too busy fighting the police in our own goddamn communities. The war was on us. We didn't have to go to Vietnam.
The anti-war movement was a coalition of young and old, church people, atheists, socialists, liberals, a major coalition, social coalition, that has as its demand, bring the troops home from Vietnam.
So we were saying that your struggle ought to be here. Where is it when we need you in our communities? Where are all these anti-war activists when dealing with all this gang violence and robberies and killings and bad schools in our community now? No, it's safe to deal with these struggles 10,000 miles away.
We made a stupid, imbecilic decision to destroy SDS at the height of the war, 1969. In other words, we were doing the government's job for them. The second thing we did was we killed 3 of our own people in an accidental bombing.
They were wrong, not us.
So that people are not confused and think that the Weatherman was representative of SDS, nor was it representative of the anti-war movement, of my own personal relationship and SDS to the Black Panther Party.
I read about David, not from a history book, but from newspapers that community people were putting out.
I did not know about the Black Panther Party until the summer of 1968.
In 66, we were called a self-defense organization. We were called a revolutionary action organization. We don't apologize for that. All you got to do is look at those civil rights snippets on Eye on the Prize, deal with the bombings in Birmingham. You see what was happening to black people. And we're a part of that. Not only that, our struggle did not start in 66, it started in 1619.
They were saying what a lot of people were saying covertly. And from what we learned about the Black Panther Party was that they were revolutionary in that they wanted socialism and they wanted an end to the system of capitalism and imperialism.
He doesn't speak for the Black Panther Party.
This was our dream, that we could be in coalition and organize in coalition with a revolutionary organization that was black-led, that was both national liberation movement and socialist.
We told weathermen and whatever you want to call them that you cannot come into our black community dictating our struggle. Your stuff about blowing up, that's your business. Don't bring that pressure on us. We got our pressure to deal with. And if you want to go organize the white racists in your own community.